How are you doing? I think it's a weird question to ask. Like when people ask how we're doing, I think most of us are inclined to answer, maybe you're fine. Some of us might be able to answer like, oh, maybe you're good. Like you can have like the worst week of your life, and then somebody asks you how you're doing, and you would just be inclined to answer good or fine. I want to ask you that question again. And maybe some of you, like whenever you're watching this video, maybe you would begin to be honest with yourself. How are you really doing? You see, I take really good care of my stuff, like my things, especially my phone, right? Like I take really good care of my stuff. I always have cases on it, screen protector, everything. And there's this one time in college where I had to send my phone in because it wasn't working. See, from the outside, it's funny because if you look at it, like from the outside, it would have like nothing was wrong physically. Like if you looked at the outside, it looked like a normal phone. Maybe some of you, I have a ton of friends who are like, they always have a broken phone. Like their phone case or their phone screen is always shattered. Like they could have a new phone and like a week later it's shattered. Like what are you doing with your phone that is causing it to be shattered all the time? That's not me. I take really good care of my stuff. And in college, I had to send my phone in, so I had to be without a phone for like 2 days. And like I said, from the outside, it looked like everything was fine. But there was something going on internally that was making it not operate correctly. See, a lot of times, this could be like what we look like sometimes. See, we're inclined to look a certain way on the outside, and then when you look internally, there's something going on that's not allowing you to fully operate correctly. And this might look different for a lot of us. Maybe some of you, online school is just really taking a toll on you. Maybe some of you are noticing that a lot of your friends are hanging out and maybe not including you. Maybe it's more emotional. Maybe some of you are just feeling really sad, like a lot of the time. Maybe, I see this actually a lot. Maybe some of you are losing interest in things that at one point brought you a lot of joy. See, whatever it is for you, this could look a certain way. And today, I hope that I just scratch the surface on this topic of mental health and really, really breaking the stigma that we can't talk about these sort of issues because we want to talk about it. So I want to ask you again, how are you really doing? See, I believe that there's a lot of reasons in our culture that's not allowing us to fully operate correctly. That's causing us a lot of anxiety or stress or increasing our severity of mental illness. But one of those issues that I really want to address today is this comparison culture that we're living in. And you guys have been alive, like your whole life, you've had social media at your fingertips. And it's crazy to see, like, we are consistently immersed in everyone's highlights. Like, if you think about it, like, you're alone at night and you're scrolling through social media and you are seeing all your friends hanging out. You're seeing this perfect body, this perfect person, you're seeing everyone's highlights and you're just like comparing it to your very average life. Meanwhile, that same person who posted this flawless picture is scrolling through looking at your highlights as well. And we're just living in this constant tension of consistently comparing ourselves to other people and realizing where we might not measure up. You see, today, whenever it is that you're watching this video, whether it's 1 a.m. and you're just searching for some hope or watching throughout the week, I hope you get this, that it is okay to not be okay. I want to remove the lie that says that you always have to have it all together, because in the reality, sometimes we don't. And that's okay. But the reality is that it's okay to not be okay, but it is not okay to stay that way. It's not okay to stay that way. And if I could be personal for a second, I think when I find myself really struggling with my mental health, it usually boils down to me forgetting. I forget what God says about me. I forget the promises that He has for my life. I forget the truths about who I am and the value that I have in His eyes. And so today, like I said, I hope that I just scratch the surface on this major topic of mental illness. And if you're sitting here and you're watching and you are really struggling, please seek out help. We are here for you. There are tons of people that want to be here for you. So if you're struggling and you're like, I need some hope, please reach out. But I also want to challenge everyone else. Very practical thing. I want you to open up your Bibles right now, if you have it, to Psalm 139. This psalm is just an incredible reminder of the value that you have in God's eyes. It even says, before the creation of the world, God knew you. The first line, it says, you search me, God, and you know me. And I want you to sit with that truth today. that even in the midst of your anxiety, your depression, whatever it is that you're struggling with, God sees you and he knows you.